Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, stressing over work deadlines, office politics, or whether you're doing enough? You're not alone. But here's something you probably haven't heard enough. Work is not your life. It's just a small part of it. You're not born to serve a company. You're born to live, to experience, to grow, to love, to breathe freely. Some people only work because they have no other choice. And only a fool lets their entire identity be defined by their job. So if you're drowning in guilt, anxiety, or burnout, this video is your wake-up call. Let's talk about why your life matters more than your work. And why even when you love what you do, you still owe yourself rest, health, and joy. Let's begin. Welcome to Wisdom Vault, the channel where we explore deep truths, personal growth, and practical motivation to build a meaningful life. If this message resonates with you, give this video a like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for weekly content that nourishes your mind and spirit. The more love we receive, the more empowered we are to bring you meaningful videos like this. Now, let's dive into today's message. Chapter 1. Work is not who you are. We've been trained to believe that our job is our identity. The first thing people ask when they meet you is, "What do you do?" And if your answer isn't impressive, prestigious, or high-paying, you might feel less than. But let's break that illusion. You are not your job. You're not your job title. You're not your paycheck. You're not your productivity. You are a living, breathing human being with emotions, passions, dreams, flaws, and needs. Working a job, even a difficult one, is sometimes necessary. We all have bills. We all have responsibilities. But don't mistake that necessity for purpose. You weren't born to serve a system. You were born to live. And here's the truth. No one really cares how hard you work. No one notices the nights you cried over your keyboard. No one applauds the anxiety attacks you push through just to meet a deadline. So don't give your soul away for someone else's business. Don't let your peace die inside a job that barely knows your name. Work to live. Don't live to work. Chapter 2. Why stressing over work is pointless. People who tie their worth to work are constantly chasing approval from bosses, colleagues, society. They become anxious, always feeling like they're not doing enough. But let me say this clearly. Only a fool allows work to make them feel small. Only a fool feels guilt for not sacrificing their life for a paycheck. Why? Because work will never love you back. If you collapse from burnout tomorrow, your job will be posted online the next day. Life moves on. The company moves on. But you, your body, your mind, your soul, you may not recover that easily. So why lose sleep over something that will never lose sleep over you? Working is just something to do, a task to keep yourself productive and afloat. It doesn't define your value. It doesn't decide your future. What matters more is how you feel when you're working. Are you calm? Are you at peace? Are you respecting your own limits? Because in the end, no one cares how much pressure you carry. So don't let that pressure crush your spirit. Chapter 3. You are allowed to love your work, but still prioritize life. Now let's be real. Some of us do love our work. Some people are lucky enough to work on things they're deeply passionate about. And that's beautiful. But even then, even when your job feels like your calling, you still need balance. Because passion can become obsession. Drive can become burnout. Love for your craft can quietly turn into self-neglect. Don't glorify grind culture. Don't romanticize working until your health breaks down. You are not a machine. Even if you love what you do, you still need rest, fun, love, friends, family, sleep, laughter, solitude. You can chase your dreams and go for a walk. You can be ambitious and take a nap. You can serve others and still make time to serve yourself. The truth is, you'll do better work when your life is whole. You'll create better, lead better, think better, and live better. So yes, pour your heart into what matters to you. But remember, you matter more than your work. Chapter 4. Real fulfillment is a life well lived. Let's redefine what it means to be fulfilled. Not by how many hours you work, not by how much money you make, but by how fully you live. Real fulfillment isn't found in titles, bonuses, or praise. It's found in moments of peace, in being emotionally present for your loved ones, in laughing without guilt, in resting without anxiety, in waking up with a sense of purpose, not just pressure. It's found when your health is intact, your mind is clear, your relationships are real, and your heart feels light. That's fulfillment. That's a life well lived. So don't just build a career. Build memories. Build character. Build joy. Build a life you'll be proud to look back on. Because when all is said and done, no one will remember your KPIs. But they will remember your presence. They'll remember your kindness, your energy, and how you made them feel. True fulfillment doesn't come from working harder. It comes from living deeper. Chapter 5. Work to live, but build to be free. Of course, you may ask, how can you survive without working? And you're absolutely right. We all need to work in some form to survive. We need income. We have responsibilities. That's the reality. But here's the part most people never talk about. You don't need to let work consume your identity. You don't have to trade your health, peace, or joy just to make a living. The real problem isn't working. The real problem is worshiping work. It's glorifying burnout. It's shaming rest. It's believing your entire worth is tied to how busy or productive you are. Yes, we work to survive, but we're meant to live for much more than survival. We're here for love, creativity, purpose, peace, growth, and freedom. And ironically, the more mindfully you live, the better you often work. Less stress, more clarity, better decisions, more fulfillment. So no, we're not saying quit your job and do nothing. We're saying, don't let your job steal your life. Don't let survival crush your soul. And if your current job is draining you dry, it's time to ask yourself, what else can I build? Start expanding your income streams. What skills or knowledge do you have? What are you passionate about? Can you teach something? Sell something? Create something once and let it earn over time? Start small. Start simple. Just start. Because financial freedom doesn't come from one exhausting job. It comes from building options. It comes from thinking smart today to create freedom for tomorrow. And if you need help getting started, you're not alone. Right here on Wisdom Vault, we've got videos full of ideas, strategies, and inspiration to help you take that next step. You weren't born just to survive. You were born to live fully and freely. Final thoughts. You're here to live, not just work. If you only remember one thing from this video, let it be this. You were not born just to work, pay bills, and die. You were born to experience life, to laugh, to rest, to explore, to connect, to create, and to grow. Work is a part of your life, but it is not your life. So, take a breath. Step back. Remind yourself, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to prove yourself through pain. You don't have to feel guilty for living. And even when you find your passion, don't forget to live beyond it. Love deeply, rest fully, move freely, live wisely. Because the real measure of a good life isn't how much you worked, it's how fully you lived. Thank you for spending your time with Wisdom Vault. If this message helped you breathe a little deeper, think a little clearer, or feel a little lighter, do us a favor. Leave a comment below with one thing you'll do this week just for you. Like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a reminder to slow down. Your support truly motivates us to keep creating more quality and useful videos for you. And let us know in the comments what topics you'd like us to cover in the coming videos. Your voice helps shape this channel. Remember, We're not here to glorify the grind. We're here to live fully, wisely, and well. See you in the next video.